Hello everybody, in this video we will speak about what are Bach flower essences. Bach flower essences were discovered by English doctor Edward Bach, and it is one of natural healing methods. And they are water extracts from flowers of certain species of non-toxic plants preserved by brandy. And most of them grow wildly in England, and previously they haven't been used either in medicine or as a food. And there are 38 in total, and 20 of them are made by solar or sun method and 18 by boiling method. And this number is complete definitive because they create a complete set. Maybe you have heard also about other flower essences or about other essences generally. For example, Californian flower essences, Australian bush flower essences, Brazil flower essences, chakra flower essences, or crystal essences. They do not belong to the set of Edward Bach. In my experience, the basic set of 38 essences is sufficient. And they create a complete set. If you can also use the other essences if you like. My reason why I do not use the other essences is also because this simplicity makes the method more effective. If you need to learn 38 essences, it's quite easy. If you have to learn 200 essences, for example, it's much more difficult, and it will probably lead to the situation where you will prefer some essences before the others. So finally, maybe you will use, for example, 50 essences, a mix of them, and maybe this mix of 50 essences won't cover all the situation, all the problems. It's the best to use originally produced essences. You can also produce essences by yourself, but if you take the therapy seriously, it's the best to start with the officially produced essences. I use the essences from two producers, from original Bach flower essences and from healing herbs. Both are very effective and work perfectly. Let's speak now about the safety of this method. It is a big advantage because the essences can be even used by pregnant women and by small children or during breastfeeding. There are no side effects, no allergies, and that is why these essences can be used even by lay persons. And there is the same dosage for everybody, so it needn't be adjusted to weight or age or organ problems. And there are no contraindications from the classical medicine's point of view. And the only risk they carry is a delayed diagnosis of some serious condition. It's important to say that no method of alternative medicine can replace classical medicine in such grave illnesses like cancer or myocardial infarction or multiple sclerosis. So whenever you consider starting a therapy in a patient with physical problems or with medium or severe mental problems, always ask the patient to undergo classical examination first, especially when you are a layperson. When Bach flower essences can be used, so there are some acute situational problems like fear of exams, indecision, loss of a dear person, or fear for somebody else. And there might be also some chronic problems like stress, dissatisfaction with life, relationship problems, conflicts, especially when the situation repeat over and over and it seems there is no way out. And in chronic physical problems or in chronic psychic problems, like depression or anxiety, Bach flower essences can help also, but as a supportive tool together with classical medicine. A big advantage is that Bach flower essences can be combined with whichever other method. And the essences can be also used in life crisis or when somebody is on a crossroad in his life and needs to decide, or to support spiritual growth and to help to find meaning of life. And it is a very simple method, and for example, if somebody has a fear of known things, he probably will profit from mimulus. Lack of self-confidence, you can use larch, reproaches of conscience, pine, hurriedness, impatience, shock, start of Bethlehem. So such easy can the therapy be. And the secret of success in Bach flower therapy is that every combination should be tailored for the patient, for his needs. The essences are almost always used in combination. And if you look at the numbers, so you can see that if you have only one essence, so you have 38 possible combinations. If there are two, so there are more than 700 combinations. 3, more than 8,000. 4, 73, almost 74,000. 5 essences, it's more than 500,000 combinations. 6, there are more than 2.5 million, and when you combine 7 essences, it's the maximum. So you have 12 million combinations, and together there are almost 16 million combinations possible. So if somebody tells you that he has tried Bach flower essences but they didn't work in him, he certainly didn't try all these combinations. And it's important that this combination should be tailored exactly for the needs of the patient. So careful case taking is very important. And what are the advantages? Why to use Bach flower essences? So the therapy is natural, and there are no chemicals, and it's always temporary. So even when the problem seems chronic, Bach flower essences can find some way out. And it mobilizes inner resources of the patient and harmonizes the body. And it teaches our body to react more effectively to the problems. And for the therapist, it's easy to learn, to use, and it can be freely combined with other approaches. It's absolutely safe. That is why it is suitable even for laypersons. And the combination is tailored specifically for patients' needs. And as for disadvantages, it needs inner resources. If the patient has no resources at all, he is so exhausted, for example, so seriously ill, then Bach flower essences will probably have a limited effect. And another problem is that the patient must internally accept the effect of the remedy. For example, if the patient wants to help with his fear, he should be also decided to fight with this fear. If he wants to avoid the problem, for example, postpone an exam, so the essences probably won't work in him. So, thank you for watching for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next video, we will speak about Edward Bach and his life and work.